Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us here at the WITN First Alert Desk at 8 o'clock this morning. Hope everyone's having an awesome Friday so far. A little bit of chill in the air out there. I know when we walked outside, I know you've been kind of throughout the morning, you had to go outside and feel that chilly air. But even in the last like 30 seconds of the show when I had to pop out there, it was chilly. It felt, oof.
It was, yeah. The morning chill really gets you. Yeah, I was going to say, we're out there just, we need a fireplace almost out there, bonfire kind of deal. But yeah, definitely a reminder that fall is here and winter is almost around the corner.
Yeah.
So you don't like the S word, snow we're referring to.
I know,
I'm ready
not a
for
fan
snow.
of that.
I am anyway, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I like looking at it, having to drive through it, having to shovel the snow off my car, everything along those lines.
You mean chisel?
Not a
chisel.
Bring back the chisel, everyone. Yeah, that'll be coming back out.
Sure.
Honestly, probably in the next month or so. Hopefully not, but with all that ice out there that does come around, you need it. But let's not talk about all of that yet. It's chilly outside, but not to that point.
No.
But before we dive into the rest of your forecast, Dustin, we do have a story out of Lenoir County this morning. Governor Stein yesterday announced that Electrolux, which has a big manufacturing facility in Lenoir County, right outside of Kinston, they'll be adding 30,000 square feet to the facility. So that expansion is going to be a huge investment into Lenoir County, not only for the facility itself, but also for some jobs that are going to be added as a result of this. 74 new jobs are going to be added once this expansion really gets going underway. So we do have a story out of Lenoir County with Elise Sandlin. She spoke to some Kinston residents and some of the Lenoir County officials about this expansion and how it's really driving growth in the workforce development in the county.
Kinston is growing with more jobs coming to the area. Electrolux Consumer Products is expanding its facility in Lenoir County, announced by Governor Stein on Thursday. For small businesses in downtown Kinston, the growth could mean better business. Ciudad de Tundra employee Catherine Nunez says it helps bring revenue and growth to the economy.
I feel like the more people that come in, it's a better opportunity for people to get jobs because it's since this is like a small town, I really appreciate that it's growing.
Governor Stein says Electrolux will invest more than $23.7 million to expand its production and manufacturing facilities in Lenoir County, adding 74 more jobs to the county.
Honestly, it'd be a really great way. I know I heard stuff about Electrolux giving out, new jobs, and that's really good for all of us. It's really hard to find jobs nowadays.
The expansion will add 30,000 square feet to its existing facility, which manufactures stainless steel tub dishwashers. Officials say the average annual salary for the new positions will be more than $48,800, which exceeds Lenoir County's average. Although not available for an interview, Lenoir County leaders say they welcome the expansion and look forward to the opportunities it will bring for residents.
Yeah, this is great to hear for workforce development in the county. And I know that even just a few days ago, Governor Stein also announced that 2 other manufacturing companies would be expanding or moving their headquarters to Eastern Carolina, bringing even more jobs to the communities, especially in Greene County and also, again, in Lenoir County. So really wonderful to hear that these companies are moving in, they're expanding, they're helping really drive the growth of workforce and getting more jobs in our area.
Especially, the rural areas, especially need that kind of right there. And of course, it means internet expansion. Of course, that's another top story. But of course, with that, just mean a lot of good stuff coming our way.
Absolutely. All right, Dustin, let's talk weather.
Yeah, let's do it. A little cold out there this morning, no doubt about it. Obviously, the nice chill is going to linger for another couple of hours here. Not going to be seeing much in the way of where we are. We're not going to probably get much colder. We bottom out this morning in the upper to mid 30s for a lot of locations north of Greenville up towards the state line, back towards the Outer Banks where it's been in the 40s and 50s out there. So relatively a little warmer to say the least, but overall not feeling too bad outside. Still need that light jacket or that sweatshirt this morning. No doubt about that. We're seeing those cooler weather moving in here. We're about 10, 12, 13, 14 degrees cooler for a lot of folks around the east here, especially down towards the coastline as well. Now again, the humidity, we've been telling you about how much dry air is in place. Lack of moisture is a culprit of this. Obviously, we've got high pressure in control, sinking air, dry air comes about with that. So we have that to thank for our relatively crisp, cold mornings out here, and that's something we'd see about in November and December weather. So we are just a couple of months steps ahead of our calendar right now, but overall, we're going to be seeing those temperatures start to slowly increase here as we go towards the next few hours. Quiet in Morehead City right now, facing the sanitary restaurant. Water is calm, a bit of a light chop for some. Meanwhile, the Outer Banks, northern Outer Banks, are at a high risk of rip currents. If you were just curious where the rip currents are today, also pretty quiet and calm conditions outside Greenville. Maybe a lot of people sleeping in after the big wind last night over there at ECU. A lot of exciting things with that too. We are quiet all around our first alert live radar this morning, and that's our cold front out towards the Midwest there. It's going to be bringing some severe weather down towards Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, and Alabama later on today. But for now though, tropics, again, 30% chance of this development here in the deep Atlantic across the Caribbean island. And again, this area outside of the North Atlantic is going to probably fall apart here pretty soon. Does not pose a threat to any systems across the east, so some good news with that. But like I just showed you there, where that Caribbean system's got a 30% chance of development, it may develop into a named storm in the next week or two. That's why they've highlighted this general area over the next 2 weeks for the possibility of something that could be brewing out there as well. But other than that, we have no immediate concerns to Eastern Carolina. Peak season slowly coming to an end here over the next 2 weeks or so. As we head into November, most of those peak seasons begin, this regular season with that too. So even in November, we can get tropical storms. Again, generally it gets kind of hard because the water's cooling off, and if we were to get something, it would probably most likely come around the Caribbean along the East Coast. But for now, no tropical threats today, just plenty of clear skies all around. Clouds develop overnight tonight. Not as cold as we were this morning, starting things off in the mid-40s tomorrow with cloud cover. Of course, that's going to act like a blanket, so any heat that does try to escape overnight will not be as drastically as cold as it was this morning, so that's why we've got that in effect. But later on in the day, we'll see clouds start to break apart, turn partly to mostly sunny throughout the day. Not looking too bad of an afternoon for anything you have scheduled outdoors with any events on your calendar. Now, let's talk about this cold front coming in. Sunday is going to be mostly dry. All day, most of the day, it's going to be good. It's going into post later in the evening. That's when that front comes through. It's a dry front. It's struggling to even have any moisture with it. So by sunrise Monday morning, if you're like, what rain? Well, you may not see any rain at all if you're lucky to pick up anything. A few tenths here or there, really just about it. So really lacking our rainfall departure, but running about 5 to 7 inches below average. So unfortunately, we need some rain to really get us up to par into the fall season. Winds will behave today as well as tomorrow, but heading into next week, that'll all change. Here's your first alert calendar. Pick an event. You see an event of your choice. A lot going on there. We mentioned the pumpkin patches happening all around. We've got the Canine Crawl Sunday. We got some trunk or treating events coming up soon. Halloween costume contest.
A lot going on. Yeah. Why don't we plug the Halloween
go ahead.
contest? So Halloween costume contest, if you're unaware, we have it every single year where we ask you to send in your Halloween costume, adults, kids, pets, you name it. We have a tab on our website, WITN.com, that says contest. If you click that, you should be given an option to check out our Halloween costume contest. We will give out some prizes for first, second, and third place winners, and they'll all come in the form of gift cards. So show us your most creative, your most awesome Halloween costumes. A group of us here at WITN will judge them based on creativity and presentation. So definitely check it out. And then you could also be featured on our Halloween show on the 31st, which is always a fun time.
Absolutely, of course. I've done it a couple of years. It's exciting to see what you got out there. A lot more creative stuff. Of course, we'll be dressed up to you. Stay tuned. We'll be. They're working on that as well. But
right,
awesome. always good stuff.
All right, great. Let's jump in for this. We got a few minutes.
I'll let you go. Yeah, we got to get going off here. But 8-day forecast, really going to be seeing plenty of sunshine here. Just a little bit of that stray chance of a rain late Sunday to Monday. And that's all I got for rain chances. I have nothing else to speak about minus the cool weather for our overnight lows.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, everyone enjoy this weekend. Have your jacket ready to go today. And looks like keep it handy for the next week. You'll probably need that for a few mornings next week as well. But really enjoy this weekend. It's going to be beautiful. Enjoy that little warm up there with the sunshine. It's going to be wonderful. And pick an event. Like we just said, there were so many things going on across Eastern Carolina. Please enjoy your weekend with your family and friends and everyone, your loved ones. I just want to say hello and good morning before we hop off to Amanda. Good morning to you. I know you want snow this year. We'll see what happens. Who knows? And then Mindy, good morning as well. Thank you again for joining us here this morning. Hopefully you all have a good weekend. But if you want to check out our 9 o'clock news and weather update, Charlie's going to be here in a little bit. Hope you all have a great weekend.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.